And coming to you from the borough of Brooklyn, I'm Blake Suniga. Pleased to have you here along with my broadcast partners, Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. And now, here are your starting lineups as we get ready for the tip-off just moments away. Here we go. And the Liberties start out with the ball. And here's Cloud.
And when you look at the numbers, three-point shooting has leveled off a bit here in the W.
Yeah, it's still a huge part of the game, but the amount of attempts isn't increasing like it was before. It's been about the same the last couple of years.
Well, and we're all thinking why, right? And I think it's because teams have gotten better at defending the three-point line. And listen, there's really only so many threes you can take per game.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6.
Cunningham sets a screen.
From past the arc. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Now here's Ionescu. Defense right on him.
Now Phoebish.
Pass to Jones.
Phoebish.
Here's Stewart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What a hustle play by Stewart. Picks up the trash and puts it in the can. She has such a motor.
Now Clark fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
She threaded the bounce pass in there so smoothly.
Cloud outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Pass to Howard. Back to Mitchell. Clark. The three-pointer off the mark. In transition, here comes the Liberty. She gets that one.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
Now here's Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Count the basket.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and, of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Here's Ionescu. Pass to Jones.
Phoebish.
Picked by Jones. Now Ionescu. To the middle. Stewart. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
There are so many skills Ionescu has offensively, but her feel for the game, knowing when to dish it, it's just simply incredible.
Now here's Clark. She's got 5. To the inside. Here's Cunningham. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
The one thing you love about Sophie Cunningham, she's never afraid. Brings this squad relentless energy.
Sophie Cunningham, 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big three?
Well, to me, no doubt. You have former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these three are a great fit.
And she makes the first, but misses the second.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Breanna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Now here's Stewart. She has 6. Drains the three-pointer.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch four.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Shoots the 3. Drops in the tray.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Ionescu. Cloud. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Cunningham. Pass to Boston. Clark, covered by Ionescu. And here's Cunningham. Mitchell. Lets it fly. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. New York in the lead. Here's Phoebish. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Outside Stewart. Jones outside. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. Rebounded by the Fever. Clark with it. She's got 8. Mitchell outside. Lets the 3 fly. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Cloud. Gets that one to fall after missing her first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
A nice little wrinkle to her game. At 6 feet, Cloud is a big guard. Helps her inside.
Pass to Clark. Howard the screen. The 3 is up. Indiana again missing. Right side Stewart. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next.
First personal foul.
It goes on Natasha Howard.
Solid amount of contact on that play, but Stewart's a tough-minded player who can do just about anything down low.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And when you talk about the elite players in our sport, Breanna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
Well, with a new Toronto team coming in 2026 and more international players getting drafted, the WNBA's global reach is growing.
When you look at upcoming draft classes, that will be reflected more so with the international players coming in and some of the recent high draft picks we've had from outside the United States.
Yeah, and it mirrors basketball continuing to grow on the international stage. So I'm excited to see the best players in the world playing right here in the WNBA.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Now here's Clark. 8 points for her. The three-pointer is on target.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Pass to Misaman. Ionescu. Good, and it's Emma Misaman who picks up the assist.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Now here's Mitchell. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clark, left side, puts up a 3. With that miss, she is now 4 for 7 from the floor. And the Liberty with possession here. They're leading by 8. Pass to Ionescu. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Misaman. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And here's Indiana.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Turner. the glass to finish the layup.
Flexing her physical attributes to complete the basket through contact. That's a heads-up play from Turner.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Launches it. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. Mitchell outside. Clark. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Ionescu. Here's Vibish. Now here's Miesman. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Their offense has come together immedially. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
And to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of her caliber open looks like that, because 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get her going.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 7. The shot by Burke, no good. Pass to Clark. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Ionescu outside. Green by Miesman for 3. Ionescu can't get it to go.
Credit the D there. Got in her face, got her hands up, made sure she was not comfortable in the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on her. Didn't allow her the space she needed to get a good shot off. I just love that effort.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Liberty leading by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I like what we're seeing for them going right at the basket. Tons of points down there in the paint.
They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting in the paint.
Here's Colson.
Boston sets a screen.
McDonald, no good. New York in the lead. Johannes buries the long-range jumper.
Not a flashy passer per se, but Miesman can move the ball well and locate her open teammates.
Back to McDonald.
Beyond the arc. New York with the rebound. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter play. Jones inside. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Here's Colson.
Pass to Boston.
Down low.
McDonald.
Hole. And here's Colson. No good on the triple. And here's Gardner. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. And the basket is good.
Rising to the challenge inside. The defense puts contact on Gardner, and she still fights through it.
Boston sets a screen.
To the paint. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Gardner.
Beats him on for three.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Hull. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Boston outside.
Fires for three. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
Now here's Gardner.
D right on her. Nice move. No luck on that one. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits.
On the wing, Gary McDonald.
That three off the mark. Jones outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Just shrugging off the contact. Making it look easy. Jones is showing off the strength.
Timeout called the Fever. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Sims.
Pass to Boston.
Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Not easy for the 5'8" Mitchell, but she found an opening and made the most of it.
Jones outside. The kick out to Misaman. Here's Cloud. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Cunningham up top.
Sims.
Pass to Boston.
Here's the three. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
It's been an incredible career and journey for Jonquel Jones.
You think about it, I mean, she's born in the Bahamas, drafted out of a mid-major school, just 6 points per game as a rookie. But Jones has worked herself into an MVP, WNBA champion, one of the great stories in league history.
And she can't get the first one.
Okay, let me put you two on the spot. If you had one pick, one player to start a franchise with, who's it going to be?
Give me A'ja Wilson. I mean, she has all those MVPs. She's got the championships. And it's about her scoring, her defense, and her size. You can build around that.
That's a great pick, Tim, but you know who I'm going with. Come on, Brianna Stewart. You get the defense with Stewie, but you throw in the shooting and just her all-around game. It puts her over the top for me.
Now here's Boston.
Back to Clark. Three-pointer. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Just on fire for beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Back to Cloud. Pass to Stewart. Misaman. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu knocks down the 3 ball.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Now here's Dantas.
Mitchell up top, covered by Ionescu.
Cunningham up top.
From the arc, and the Fever hit again from deep.
So competitive. Sophie Cunningham, the response triple.
Cloud with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Ionescu. From downtown.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
they could get back to within single digits of the lead. Now Mitchell. Outside Cunningham. And here's Clark. This one for three. Bissamon pulls it in. Cloud outside. Back to Ionescu. Jones. She's covered by Cunningham. Ionescu left side. Over Boston. Ionescu. That's good.
What a huge night for Ionescu. These coaches should keep letting her cook. When she gets rolling, it is tough to stop her.
Boston outside. Back to Clark. Three-pointer. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. The Fever pull it in. Leah Boston attacking. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Well, the control Boston has off the dribble really sets her apart, taking it right down the lane.
New York calls timeout. The Fever making a switch here. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Takes the three. That's no good. It's her second miss. She's made four. And here is Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. Back to Clark. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Pass to Ionescu. Loud outside. Fires the three. Caitlin Clark with the board. So it's Indiana now. It's a 10-point game. Here's Mitchell. She's covered by Cloud. The tray. Stewart grabs the miss.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
And stolen by Cunningham. Clark with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Caitlin Clark. 2 shots.
The first one falls for her. And good on both. New York leading. Inside, it's stolen by Howard. Boston, guarded by Jones. Back to Clark. From deep, connects from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 12. Pass to Phoebish. Outside Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Jones. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by Boston.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Here's Cunningham. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through the first half. Good one. Liberty out in front, up 5. And we'll be back right after this.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. One more time. A round of applause.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half.
And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
I know we've said it about a million times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Indiana trailing. Mitchell outside.
Cunningham. Pass to Boston.
To the middle. Here's Clark. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Stewart up top. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
When the shot clock's running low, find Stewart. She can score in just about any game situation.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Boston outside.
Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Loud outside. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. The Fever pull it in.
That's some defense for you. Look, for someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as she is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding the 3 ball.
Yeah, I think they picked the right player to put on her.
Well, there's the physicality of Natasha Howard. When she's aggressive, it makes the defense compromise on the way up.
Timeout called the Fever.
2 shots. Timeout for the Fever.
First free throw is good.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
So she gets them both. Now here is Ionescu. She's got 12. Pass to Jones. Here's Phoebish. She's covered by Cunningham. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. That miss drops her to 5 of 12 field goals made. And here's Clark. 27 points for her. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Three by Howard. And Clark gets the three.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Clark. The three. And Sabrina Ionescu with the three.
Just shot to come right back at her with a three of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
Now here's Howard. Offensive rebound. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Ionescu up top from 20 feet out. Count that one.
What vision. It's almost like she has a built-in radar. Cloud just knows when teammates get open.
And for Sabrina Ionescu, the top pick of the 2020 draft, she had a bit of an inconsistent start to her career.
Spraining her ankle her rookie year and just playing 3 games. In her second season, she shot 38%. But you got to give Sabrina credit. The Walnut Creek Wonder worked herself into the star we know today.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 17. She gets it in there.
So they rely on Ionescu to create offense, sometimes for others, sometimes for herself.
Pass to Howard. Now Mitchell. Here's Clark. They need this. Howard misses.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
And that one drops for her.
I like the energy here in the third, trying to take control of this game.
Absolutely, and this is the time to do it. A critical point in the ball game right here.
Yeah, set yourself up for that final frame.
Now here's Mitchell. Caitlin Clark with the three. Again, a miss by the Fever. Pass to Ionescu. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Well played right there. There's no question which team has the momentum.
It does look like this lead is headed north.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Clark outside. Stewart grabs the miss.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
Here's Phoebish. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Stewart with the ball.
And it's Boston picking her up.
And plenty of contact on the shots, so the 2 free throws coming up.
Well, for my money, Stewart, the toughest assignment in the league.
For your New York Liberty, Brianna Stewart. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
As a talented scorer and rebounder, Brianna Stewart is a threat on both sides of the ball. But on offense especially, she can really be a nightmare to try and guard.
And so she hits both. So it's Indiana now. Down by 12. Here's Clark. 30 points in the game. Mitchell. Back to Clark. Over Ionescu. Indiana again missing. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And that one's good. Stewart
Another high-scoring night for Stewart. Between her skills and really her mentality, it was like she was engineered to get buckets in this league.
Now here's Boston.
Caitlin Clark with the three. And Emma Misamon pulls it down.
She needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Nothing. Nada. Falling for her in this quarter.
Here's Ionescu. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Down low. Here's Stewart. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Boston.
Mitchell up top. Howard defended by Stewart. Caitlin Clark outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, she's scoring most of their points, but she can't score them all. She needs some help if they're going to come back.
Jones outside. Misamon. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Now here's Mitchell. There's the triple. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
That's some nice work on the offensive glass.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Three by Howard. For three. Clark can't hit. Outside Stewart. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. Here's the Fever with the ball. 15-point game. Clark with it. She's got 36 points. The three. She's off on that one. Ionescu has it, and Clark picks her up defensively. Shot's good by Jones.
Talk about a determined distributor. Ionescu pretty much always knows where her teammates are.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Outside Howard. Back to Mitchell. Clark, let's go with a three. And Emma Misamon pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Well, Ionescu has the kind of range that you simply have to respect. She's such a reliable three-point shooter.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Clark. Indiana again missing.
Pass to Phoebish.
Here's Ionescu. The three ball. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Now here's Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to get back on track. The shot misses. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Liberty out in front, just dominating this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Pass to Johannes. Now Misamon. There's the three.
Hole with the rebound. Outside Cunningham.
Over Stewart.
The shot by Cunningham, no good. Here's New York now. Misamon outside. Pass to Johannes.
Launches a three. Rebounded by the Fever.
Oh, up top.
Misamon covering. Mitchell outside.
McDonald.
Off target with the three.
Outside Stewart.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now here's Hull. Back to McDonald.
Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Johannes.
Pass to Stewart. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Liberty, Brianna Stewart. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Fever making a switch here. That one falls, so she hits both of them.
And here's Indiana.
And here's Colson.
Here's Cunningham.
It's good from about 19 feet.
Well, defensively, you have to run Cunningham off the catch and shoot. That is her specialty.
Misamon outside.
Back to Cloud. The tray. Yes. Great play by Emma Misamon to set it all up.
Double team, triple team, zone defense, something. I mean, you got to figure out a way to shut her down.
Mitchell outside.
Pass to Cunningham. Hull.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Cloud pulls it in. Brianna Stewart from outside. The Fever pull it in. Now Colson. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. To the inside, Mitchell. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pass to Cloud, unloads. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's Colson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Turner. Shoots over Sabali. And no good trying to use the glass.
Here's Johannes.
She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Cloud. It's good from the top of the key. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Pass to Hull. Here's Colson.
Here's Hull. Here's Cunningham.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
And the Liberty call time here. Johannes.
Cole defending. Pass to Ionescu. From the arc. And she's good on the 3 ball.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now Clark. To the wing on the left. Inside. Here's Boston. That misses off the backboard. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Ionescu outside. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Well, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Pass to Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Out to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Clark. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Outside, Sabali.
And here's Phoebish.
Pass to Ionescu. To the middle.
It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston.
Clark with it. Now here's Hull. Clark outside. Hull up top. Turner guarded by Jones.
Caitlin Clark outside. Here's Boston.
And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
Well, the first player you should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. You cannot let her get going on the glass.
Pass to Johannes from outside the arc. And again, it's New York with a 3.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Now Hull. Clark outside. Launches it. No good that time. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And the best part, it gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Buries it from 3-point range.
Mercy, that was from deep range. Ionescu on the short list of players you want taking that one.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Boston.
It's rebounded by Sabali.
Here's Phoebish.
Guarded by Howard.
Indiana.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Second team foul. At the line for New York, Leonie Phoebish. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Fever making a change here. And she makes both free throws. Here's Clark.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. Will it go?
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Now here is Ionescu.
Pass to Phoebish.
Misaman. Just 5 to shoot. Fades back. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Now Clark.
Boston.
Back to Clark. From downtown. Johannes with the rebound. Ionescu has it, and Clark picks her up defensively. That one goes in.
Yeah, you know, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
Outside Howard. Shoots the three. Not gonna go that time.
You can tell she thought that triple was gonna fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Ionescu outside. Here's Phoebish. She's covered by Cunningham. Basket good.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Boston. Now here's Clark for three. They get it back. Boston, good.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Ionescu. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And here is Mitchell. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had this significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.